If there's one thing that the Ballon d'Or award has taught us over the years, it is that it's slowly becoming one of the worst thought out awards on the planet. No, seriously, it's a bit of a joke, and you've got to question not just the integrity but also the professionalism of those people who choose the winners. Many years ago, we saw Wesley Sneijder help Inter Milan to a European treble. Those of you who watched the former Dutchman's performances in that season would agree how good he was, and that he was playing at a level that deserved some recognition. However, Lionel Messi beat him to that. In the last 10 years, there's been someone who's unfairly missed out, with Ronaldo and Messi making it their own personal war zone. Well, the less we talk about the Ballon d'Or, the better. But why should we not talk? Of course, some of you might not like to hear what we're saying, but do try to understand where we're coming from as we talk about what has been a very controversial decision. Just to make sure that the topic doesn't get too emotional, we're also going to talk about Alphonse Areola's predicament at West Ham United, where he's been confined to cup games. Xavi Simons is a huge talent, but doesn't get enough time at PSG. The youngster is likely to leave the club soon. Where? We'll tell you in just a bit. Manchester United welcome Ralf Rangnick, and the German is eager to bring in Erling Haaland. Will the Norwegian striker say yes to the Red Devils? Welcome to Goalside, everyone. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe and hit that tiny little bell-shaped button, and we'll be saying hello to you every day. So, let's get down to business. Okay, so Chelsea, or pretty much any club on the planet, isn't the institutional equivalent of Mother Teresa, but the Blues are set to help out Barcelona. You heard that right. Now, here's how it goes. Chelsea's Hakim Ziyech is having a hard time playing a lot of games for the London Giants. Thomas Tuchel is spoilt for choice. Barcelona need a solid forward, and the Catalan Giants are broke. While the Xavi leg timidly begins to allow FC Barcelona to regain its splendour, the Catalan technician has never hidden the fact that he wants to strengthen his workforce, especially in the offensive sector. Despite a rather convincing start to the season from Memphis Depay, the other Blaugrana attackers are hampered by injuries and physical issues, such as Martin Braithwaite, Ousmane Dembele, Ansu Fati and Sergio Aguero. It's therefore logical that the new strongman of Barca has asked the Catalan management to be active during the winter transfer window. Raheem Sterling was already one of the club's priorities for this winter, but Man City do not seem open to discussion and want to keep their English winger until the end of the season. Already very interested in certain players at Chelsea, Barcelona have contacted the London club again to be able to enlist the services of Hakim Ziyech, all with acceptable financial conditions for Barca, as revealed by Sport. He did start the 4-0 thrashing of Juventus in the Champions League, but the Moroccan forward is not an indisputable starter at the club since his arrival from Ajax in 2020. Reports in the Spanish media claim that Chelsea are willing to help out Barcelona by paying a part of the transfer fee, and if negotiations between the winger and Barca don't work out, the Londoners are even willing to make a similar deal for Timo Werner. Well, that's pretty classy if you ask us. Always doing well when he plays for West Ham, Alphonse Areola is facing serious competition from Łukasz Fabianski. The Polish goalkeeper is not willing to let go of his number one status and continues in the league. The 2018 world champion must be satisfied only with meetings in the cup tournaments for the moment. After signing for the club on loan with an option to buy from PSG, the 28-year-old was supposed to provide stiff competition to Fabianski. However, the veteran shot-stopper has been doing really well so far, which means that Areola has to wait for his chance. However, his youth and eagerness to show what he can do whenever called upon means that Areola has a chance. He played in West Ham's penalty shootout win over Manchester City and also started every game in the Europa League, where the Hammers remain undefeated. It's early December and Areola has not featured in the Premier League yet. The situation can be explained by the numbers that Fabianski has posted. The Pole has made 40 saves this season and is one of the finest in the country at the moment. The Londoners are in 4th place in the league right now, and Fabianski has so far kept his teammate at bay. Areola, meanwhile, isn't too worried, knowing that his chance will come for sure. Don't believe us? Here's what David Moyes had to say about the situation. I think the pressure is on Łukasz to keep the jersey, that he continues to play well, because he has Alphonse who is breathing down his neck right now. The main reason for Areola's arrival was that Łukasz was injured several times during pre-season last summer, and we just thought that if that were to happen, we'd need someone else. But Łukasz Fabianski is 36. His contract expires at the end of the season and he might sign a new contract. However, by that time, a lot might have changed, and at 28, Areola has more than enough time to become the club's number one. Barred by strong competition in the midfield at PSG, the Dutch wunderkind could leave the French capital next June. And a surprising club has started showing interest in recent hours for the latest client working with Mino Raiola. He's undoubtedly one of the most talented young players in world football. Absolutely sparkling in the Youth League with PSG this season, 2 goals, 5 assists in 5 games, Xavi Simons still cannot express himself for the senior side, and yet the Dutch national team scouts regularly attend games that he plays in. Unfortunately, he's not getting a lot of chances in Ligue 1. It's a frustrating situation for the young midfielder, even though Mauricio Pochettino has spoken about him a lot. His chances of featuring in the senior team remain slim, which is why he isn't too keen on signing an extension. And it appears that while Barcelona are interested in signing the teenager, Simons is also getting a lot of interest from Scottish giants Rangers. Thus, the new coach of the Scottish champions, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, is reportedly pushing behind the scenes to complete the arrival of the Dutch prodigy. Contacts have taken place between Rangers and Mino Raiola recently. As proof that this interest in Simons remains concrete, the residents of the Ibrox Stadium will consider making an offer to PSG next January. The objective remains clear for Van Bronckhorst: to establish Xavi Simons as a figurehead for years to come, become the cornerstone of the Rangers project. While he's under contract at Borussia Dortmund until 2024, Erling Haaland's future is still up in the air. While loads of clubs are interested in him, Manchester United still feel that they can convince the youngster to show up at Old Trafford. And it appears that Sir Alex Ferguson's former assistant, René Meulenstein, knows something we don't. The Dutch tactician says that Ralf Rangnick's arrival has changed everything, and that the German tactician might be the reason why the Norway international could join United. Meanwhile, it's being reported that the former Hoffenheim coach is in line to receive €10 million if he's able to convince Haaland into joining Man United. The fight for the star striker has only just begun, and United are not going to give up that easily. Lionel Messi and his 7th Ballon d'Or are far from unanimous. In Germany, where Robert Lewandowski has been the most informed player in the world, they're crying scandal, while football legends also express their doubts about the final choice. For years, the poll has been efficient, scoring goals and winning titles. But no, that's not enough. He scored 41 goals last season, breaking the late Gerd Muller's legendary record. His feat clearly was not respected well enough in a footballing world where people mostly don't have time for anything other than Messi and Ronaldo, because hey, these guys get more clicks and make more money. Sad but true. Lothar Matthäus said that he really does not understand why Lewandowski did not deserve the award. Iker Casillas also said that he's finding it hard to understand how these awards are being awarded. In fact, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp had this to say, and you know what? We agree. "We can give the Ballon d'Or eternally to Messi for his game and his career," said the charismatic Liverpool coach, "but if you don't give this year to Lewandowski, so when?" To be honest here, and we mean no disrespect to Messi, he's one of the greatest of all time, and it wasn't his fault that he was given the award. It's just, we can't understand why these people who are supposed to know more about football than the rest of us and make good money because of it, make these superficial decisions. Is the Ballon d'Or a popularity contest? Has it become more of a marketing gimmick than anything else? Please tell us, because we can't find any single decent explanation behind this year's award.